They bravely rescued a pit bull dog when they noticed what was around it. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Dogs are renowned for their entertaining personalities, incredible companionship, and unconditional affection. Sadly, not everyone values the affection a dog can provide. One pit bull puppy experienced heartbreak, cruelty, and neglect throughout the first 8 months of her existence. But her life would never be the same once someone saw her in a garden. This effort at rescue is incredible. Someone in Greensboro, North Carolina, observed something suspicious in the sky on a particularly dismal day. In the distance, behind a house, vultures were circling something from a great height. However, what? Because vultures are never a good omen, the neighbor decided to look at them out of curiosity. The neighbor was surprised to discover a vulnerable puppy in the backyard when examining the weird birds in the air. The puppy, a small pit bull, appeared to be less than 8 months old and was tethered to a tree in the icy cold. All she had to hide in was a little plastic doghouse. The poor dog had a sorrowful expression on her face. She had given up on life, as the neighbor could see. Lila, the puppy, had been tied in the backyard for the majority of her brief existence and had hardly interacted with humans. The neighbor now understood why he had never even been aware that the residents of the house had a dog. The poor animal had been abandoned and alone for her entire life. The man was ignorant of the fact that the vultures had been circling the helpless puppy for a week, and she was on the verge of surrendering the struggle. Fortunately, the neighbor wasn't going to do nothing but watch. He dialed the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, ASPCA, right away, but he wasn't sure if they would arrive in time. The neighbor begged them to contact animal control after learning about the dog that was tied outside throughout the chilly, gloomy winter. He clarified that vultures were all around her and that he was concerned they were waiting for her to pass away. The father could not bear the thought of this adorable dog being their next meal. Luckily, the volunteers from Animal Control informed him that they would be heading there right away. When Animal Control did show up, they were taken aback by what they saw. The vultures had circled her in the sky and on the ground now, but the dog sat contentedly in her small plastic home. A few had even taken up residence atop the little doghouse, perhaps claiming it as their future supper. It is well known that vultures are the best scavengers. They solely consume the corpses of deceased animals, regardless of whether they were recently killed, injured, or died from natural causes. You can always know there's a dying or dead animal around when you observe vultures hovering in the sky. Lila had accepted her fate, as the animal control officers could see in her eyes, but they were not going to give up on her just yet. As they approached, they were astounded by her condition after starting to frighten the vultures away. The poor animal had clearly been mistreated and was emaciated. They hurriedly gathered her up and carried her outside. They did, however, leave something behind. Lila's owners received a message from the animal control officers outlining their reasons for removing the dog and her current condition. In order for them to come pick her up, they also let them know where she would be going. However, they didn't anticipate that anyone would come after her because of her mistreatment. After being brought to the Guilford County Animal Control, Lila would get care and treatment for her mistreatment. Lila felt, for once in her life, that she was in a loving, warm place. It was also the first time she had been fed properly. Then, a startling thing occurred. Her owners phoned and said they would come get her in a few days. Would they actually come after her, though? Regretfully, Lila's owners were never found. Weeks quickly followed, and the staff at the shelter felt that this was a good thing. Since Lila's owners were careless, she deserved more than to be treated like such a nice dog. She would hopefully be adopted by a good and loving family. There was only one major problem. Because of the reputation and character of the breed, pit bulls were not adopted by the shelter Lila had been brought to. It was an unbending regulation. The staff at the shelter didn't know what to do with Lila because she had already been there for 2 weeks. One of the most misunderstood breeds, Pit bulls are sometimes depicted as vicious and rebellious. The breed is forbidden in many homes, shelters, and even counties. Nonetheless, specialists on animals concur that the puppy's upbringing and the owner have a crucial role. Sadly, euthanasia is becoming a possibility for many pit bulls due to shelter congestion. Fortunately, there are rescue groups dedicated to adopting pit bulls and preventing their euthanasia in shelters. Lila was on the verge of death until the Merritt Pit Bull Foundation intervened to save her life. Quite the amazing feat, in fact. With the help of the Merritt Pit Bull Foundation, Lila was placed in a caring foster home right away. After seeing the widely shared image of Lila encircled by vultures, Travis Henley and Keena Lynch felt they had to adopt her and provide her plenty of love. This would be this lovely pup's first encounter with a family, even if it was only a temporary arrangement. Doesn't that truly warm your heart? The instant Keena and Travis laid eyes on Lila, they fell in love. They found it hard to comprehend how someone could purposefully hurt and ignore such a lovely pet. After deciding that they could not let Lila go, the couple chose to permanently adopt her instead of fostering her. In addition to her two devoted human parents, Lila also gained two canine siblings, a Maltese named Emma and a Pit Bull Terrier mix named Emma. The three dogs got along well right away, and Lila finally had playmates for the rest of her life. Lila started to come out of her shell and behave like the content dog she was always supposed to be as time went on. She soon gained a healthy weight, and her infections cleared up as well. In an effort to stop Lila from acting like a destructive puppy, Keena and Travis started teaching her right away. However, they always trained Lila gently to avoid disturbing any memories of mistreatment from the past. Lila has overcome her problems from her difficult beginnings to become a content and well-mannered dog. Her owners say she's quick to kiss, very affectionate, and constantly cheerful and smiling. She likes everyone she encounters and has never harbored resentment toward her past. She would rather be cuddled and held like a baby whenever possible. Lila has developed into a lively, healthy girl with a variety of amusing habits throughout the past year. Keena, Lila's mother, remarks, "What a lovely, happy ending." Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.